if you exist in a group of winners, they will support you on the days you're feeling low. While if you just go and you're trying to separate yourself from, your colleagues, you will go high, and your friends will be so low that if you just stumble, you will crash all the way to meet them where they are. While if you're growing and you're investing in your community and you're right here, the day you fall, they'll be right there to catch you. When you have a successful community, you have a higher chance of succeeding as an entrepreneur.
Hey darlings, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're a returning subscriber, welcome back. If you are new here, also welcome, and don't forget to hit the subscribe button and turn on the notifications bell to become a part of my community. My name is Nthanda Manduwi, a digital creator and media entrepreneur from Malawi, currently based in Manhattan, New York. I hold a bachelor's degree in economics, a bachelor's degree in demography, and I'm currently pursuing my Master of Science in Entrepreneurship. I founded 2 companies and established over 10 businesses which are working in and in partnership with people from over 10 countries. Over the past 10 years, I've been able to build what was a simple lifestyle blog into a 6-figure business.
The first video in this series was defining what is an entrepreneur and maybe even the trade that is entrepreneurship. If you haven't watched that video, maybe you would want to watch that first before watching this video, because I think it has really insightful information. If you already understand what is an entrepreneur and what an entrepreneur does, then you can proceed to watch this video. Now, this video, I wanted to discuss some qualities which I really appreciate in people who are starting a business or people who are just managing a business but have entrepreneurial qualities. So I'm going to share with you 5 qualities that I think would make for somebody who is going to be successful as an entrepreneur or a corporate individual who is leveraging their entrepreneurial strengths. Number 1, and I also discussed this in the previous video, the first quality that I really rate in an entrepreneur is they look at problems as opportunities. Every problem is an opportunity. You see a problem, it's going to be another quality I'm going to discuss just a little bit later. Every problem you see is an opportunity. You see like, oh, this is an obstacle. I am going to find a business to solve this. Everybody who is an entrepreneur or who has an entrepreneurial spirit sees an obstacle as an opportunity. People who are going to be successful entrepreneurs or people who are successful entrepreneurs do not get stuck. Now, I have learned this managing people, where you are tackling a problem with maybe a young professional and they will come to you and say, for example, I work in the digital space. So when maybe you're developing a website or managing a website, they will say, oh, the website is not working. See, that is the lack of an entrepreneurial spirit, in my opinion, because for me, as an entrepreneur, I don't get stuck. I don't say it's not working. By the time I'm coming to you to say it's not working, it means I have tried every single avenue I could in the world and have really failed to find a solution. At the end of the day, I deeply believe everybody who is an entrepreneur will eventually try their hardest to find a solution. So when you're faced with an obstacle, an entrepreneurial mindset, you will think there is a way around it. There is a solution to this. And I was talking to my partner, and we're discussing like my maybe journey or my success as an entrepreneur. And I referenced my journey with my mother. With my mother, there was no getting stuck. There was no, and I referenced something as small as she would send you to go get something from her bedroom, right? And my siblings can attest to this. There was no, if she says, go to my room and come back with my handbag, if you came back without that handbag, it was going to be an issue. So from my childhood, I learned that you don't get stuck. If mommy says she wants a handbag from her room, I had to go and check everywhere to make sure I find it. And if I was coming to her to say I didn't find it, I was almost scared because I really had tried to find a solution, and I was so sure that I really did not find a solution. Of course, in true mother nature, if she went back, she would obviously find it. And I would learn to say, oh, that's where the handbag is. So the next time she sends me, I would look in that place again, So just learning, and I realized that trained my entrepreneurial mindset, never getting stuck, always making sure there is a way around it. If I'm faced with a problem, what is the solution? What should I do to solve this problem? And speaking of now growth, entrepreneurs invest in themselves. Yeah. if you're seeing this filming quality, I am excited about it. I don't know about y'all, but I am excited. The lighting, the video quality. If you watch my previous videos and you compare it to this, you will know there's a difference. And I was looking at like my credit card bill, and there was like some money there, and I was like, oof, that's a bill. But you know what? It's an investment I had to make in myself. And I just got back in the gym. I'm doing so many other things that I'm investing. I mean, I invest even in very basic things like doing my makeup, or like, you know, the earrings I'm wearing, which I really like, the top I have on, the mic, so you can enjoy this audio quality. Entrepreneurs will always invest in themselves in different ways. Now, I'll probably do a whole video on like habits, self-care habits that make you a better individual. I want to link it up above. When I do, as an entrepreneur, you have to invest in yourself, and you really have to invest in all aspects of growth. And I'm also going to do a whole video around wholesome growth, because growth is not just I'm going to grow intellectually. I mean, even when you think of fitness, we usually say you shouldn't just train, you know, your arms or your back, think about your legs too. So growth always has to be wholesome. You have to grow professionally, personally, spiritually, emotionally, financially, psychologically. All aspects of growth must be tackled. As an entrepreneur, you must get into a habit of investing in all aspects of your being. And speaking of investing, entrepreneurs also invest in their community. That's something that people usually look over. People are usually, and I think in the world that we're in, because we're all like hustle culture, and we're always thinking about the self. One thing I really appreciate is that as I grow, I want my team to grow. And this is not just about being a good person or being supportive. If you exist in a group of winners, they will support you on the days you're feeling low. While if you just go and you're trying to separate yourself from, you know, your colleagues, you will go high, and your friends will be so low that if you just stumble, you will crash all the way to meet them where they are. While if you're growing and you're investing in your community and you're right here, the day you fall, they'll be right there to catch you. I think that's a really important thing, to invest in your community. For me, as I grow, I make sure, for example, my makeup artist is also growing. I make sure my photographer is also growing. All my business partners, even just my employees, if we're making more money, my employees know that if we're making more money, they are earning a lot more. So we have that arrangement. So invest in the growth of your community, because if you grow and your community grows, then there will be growth all around. And that's also good for you as an entrepreneur. When you have a successful community, you have a higher chance of succeeding as an entrepreneur. Number 5, which I really love, entrepreneurs always play their strength. I think even just watching this video, you've seen me play a few of my strengths. I've shared with you my academic credentials. I've shared with you my experience, what I do, what I can do. You know, communicate clearly what you can do, your strength. What makes you the best person to solve this problem? As an entrepreneur, you're going to want to learn to play your strength and always communicate them clearly and make sure they benefit you for your business and professional growth.
Thank you so much for watching the video. If you like the content, don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment. Subscribe to my newsletter so you can get a weekly dose of entrepreneurship, lifestyle, and self-care insights so we can glow and grow together. Follow me on social media so we can stay in touch. I'll be seeing you very soon. Until then, stay kind.